better. Look at that. See, that looks a lot better. Before, we had like a huge, no, not huge, but like a wheat field right here. But it didn't really work out because we have this path coming, right? And it's literally all made out of slabs, right? So it's very long, and it just did not look good. So we did a little bit of terraforming, and I like the way that it turned out. And then we have this huge path, right? Coming up, and then for phase two, we kind of have like a nice, well, nice and pretty big compared to the rest of these buildings right here. It's something that we haven't really, well, I haven't really built, like to this scale before. So it's gonna be fun, you know what I mean, for me at the very least. But I also realized that this is going to take a lot of blocks. And I think all of this running back and forth is just getting tiring. I'm not gonna lie. Like, here's the thing. I've noticed that a lot of the times as I'm walking by, right, going, to our wood storage or to like our stone storage, I'm wasting a lot of time. Okay? I am wasting a lot of time just going back and forth. Now, it would be nice if we had a huge storage room, which eventually we might go do that. But in the meanwhile, here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we just go get some elytras. And I'm thinking we could get some shulker shelves, right? I think that's gonna be the right idea because moving forward, we're going to be building bigger and bigger projects. Depending on how I'm feeling, I guess. Nonetheless, that's the direction that we're gonna be moving towards. Because look at this. All right, look at this. It's a mess. It is a complete mess. All right. Besides, these buildings keeping me, somewhat sane. This right here, it's a mess. And we do also, we have what, 19 eyes of ender, including 2 ender pearls. I might have some more ender pearls over there in that mess. But I'm thinking we go ahead and get geared up, grab some, like what are we gonna need? Probably a bow, an arrow, right? That's what we're gonna need. Some potions and whatnot, some golden apples. And I think we're just gonna head out and send it. I should have enough eyes of ender. I'm hoping so. We're going to find out and see where this is gonna take us, I guess. All right, so I think I'm pretty much geared up for what I need. We got our eyes of ender over here. I did bring a lodestone and also a compass because I don't want to lose it. I don't want to lose a spot. I could take the coordinates, but this is such a nice little feature that Mojang added in Minecraft. Do you know how many times I've lost in my bases? Do you know how many times when I was younger I've lost my items? Yeah, it's we're not doing that again. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump on this horse right here. We gotta give you a name, buddy. And head out. Okay, so now it's pointing right here. Okay, so let's go back because I moved out here and then I tossed it and it pulled back this way. See? You see? It's playing tricks on me. Okay. For test, let's go back right here. Right about here I think is good. See? So now why is it going this way? All right, we finally found it. It was, yeah, it's finally here. Okay, let's go. Hello, people. I spy with my little eye a spider. But yeah, there's a huge library somewhere here that I do want to find. Where's this going? Nowhere. Nowhere. Some cells. Ooh. Wow, we should have enough. Oh yeah, we have enough. Yep. Bam, bam, bam. Last one. 4 to spare. Okay, well, before we do anything, we're gonna set our spawn right here. Okay, let's go. I set my spawn right here, so that's gonna be good. Yeah, let's get to it. All right, time for you to die, dragon. Come on. Yes, one more. Come on. No. Oh no. Yeah, I don't know what to do. I guess, yeah, yeah, okay. Well, I'm gonna head back home, I guess. That's the only thing to do. Get geared up again. And then, yeah, I guess I'll have to come back here. All right. I'm pretty much geared up. We're gonna find better armor once we're at the end, but I think this is good enough. I have a long journey ahead of me. Luckily I did write down the coordinates, so we should be good to go. I do have a shield with me as well, just in case. So hopefully, all right, hopefully I don't die this time. I am really upset. Honestly, dude, that was kind of BS because I was literally changing like my block palette, you know what I mean? Because I had endstone and stuff like that. And then I go to switch, but then like my mouse like right here bugged out. And then I threw an ender pearl down the end. So yeah, that's how I died. All right, that's not my proudest moment, not my proudest moment, but it's okay. It's fine. We're gonna get everything back. I'm gonna craft up some rockets here. All right, we're gonna get some rockets real quick. I think I do have a little bit of gunpowder. Do we have paper? I think we have paper. Yeah, we got plenty of paper. So yeah, just in case when we do find the elytra, we can fly back. And I'm gonna honestly be in there for like a while. So I think for the remainder of today, I think I'm just gonna go in the end and get a whole bunch of loot. And then I will come back with you guys shortly and check out what we have. So we're back. We're finally back, and we do have goodies. I did manage to find 2 elytras, which is nice. And you know what? You know what? Was it worth it? Was it worth it? I think it was worth it. You know, regardless if I lost like literally the best armor in the game. That took a while to get. Yeah, no, we're fine. We're fine. Okay, so I gotta be honest with you, okay? I know that last time, I believe, yeah, like on my last video, I said that we were gonna do phase 2 of this build right here. But I don't know. I'm not really in the mood to do it right now. I think I want to make a creeper farm. And I think it only makes sense, right? Because we just got the elytras. So, what I do have with me are some materials right here. Some cobblestone and some other stuff. Look at this, check this out. I think this is all we're going to need. And I still haven't like thought about where I'm actually gonna place it in the world. So yeah, let me figure that out before we start building anything. I gotta tear this down. Don't want to tear it down right now. Yeah, you know what? Might as well. All right, check it out, everybody. We got the farm up and running. Well, not up and running, not yet. We need cats, so that's the next thing that we want to do. But I am thinking of only making it 2 blocks tall. Because I want to cover the structure with something. Now, I don't know. I don't know what I actually want to do. I think maybe like a forgotten temple or something like that. I think it's gonna be really cool. So I don't want to make it too tall, and plus I don't want to get to the point where I'm constantly using elytras to get around my world, because I honestly think that if like what's the point of making paths if you have an elytra? Um, besides besides just using a horse, to actually traverse those paths that we're going to be making. So yeah, I think 2 layers is going to give us plenty of gunpowder. But with that being said, let's go ahead and find us some cats, all right? Before we get this farm up and running, and then we're gonna actually start on the exterior, and maybe even like make a path by the end of the episode, and then plant like a bunch of trees around with like a bunch of foliage and whatnot. And this is like already secluded. We're also not like very far. Like our place is like right here, so I felt like this spot right here would actually be perfect for it. All right, so I pretty much got everything ready. The spawning area is gonna be all the way up there, but I'm gonna do my best to try to cover it with something because I don't know. Either we're gonna, so like 2 ways that I'm thinking of about like doing this. Either we stack up every single time we want to AFK and get some gunpowder, or we go up there and maybe we can leave like a, I don't know, like a ender pearl or something to load that chunk up there, because like maybe that's the way that it works. Because yeah, I was up there maybe for like 5 minutes or something, and yeah, like it's working. It is definitely working. So I'm gonna go up there and AFK. I don't know, maybe for like 15 minutes. I don't know, probably an hour. I don't know. I'm gonna go eat because I am hungry. I'm gonna go AFK, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna see the rates. And I want to see if we're gonna have to expand here. Oh, I missed a slab. Yeah, and I also made sure to kind of just dot lights all across this area, just to make sure that the spawn rates do work properly. So yeah, I'll catch you guys in a little bit, and we'll see what we get here. All right, so I think this is, yeah, I think this is where we left off. It's been a couple of days. Now I did AFK here the last time, so let's check it out. What are we? Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Look at that! Look at that! Yeah, we're set. Yeah, we are set. Okay, so phase 2. I've been working a little bit here on the path that we're gonna be having leading up to this creeper farm here. And then for up there, I don't want to have like a box just in the middle of the air, you know what I mean? So we're gonna do something else with that. We're gonna figure out what we can put up there for the AFK spot, and I have a feeling that we're gonna end up using shulker boxes. And it started raining. Perfect. Okay, what I wanted to say is the reason why I want to use shulker boxes is because shulker boxes, they render as a dynamic entity instead of a static block, right? To accommodate for their opening animations. So like you can see, the further that I'm gonna walk away from the shulker box, you're not going to be able to see them. You can see already the ones in the back. You can't tell that they're there. And then if we go just a little bit further, bugs off. But before we do that, I wanna get working on this actual structure. Now I'm really excited for this structure. I wanted to build it for a while, and I think it's gonna look awesome once we're all done with it. But that's going to require some material. We need some quartz, some spruce, some oak wood, and stuff like that, and different materials, some wool. And yeah, so let's go ahead and start gathering up those materials, and then we can go ahead and start actually placing blocks. Right off the bat, you get like this grand kind of entrance. And then you kind of have like these halls, right? And in the center of it, you have a table, which will eventually be kind of, well, I shouldn't have done that. Uh-oh, I shouldn't have done that. Why did I do that? This is supposed to like be like kind of like an altar, and I really like how everything kind of just ended up being symmetrical. I think that gives it like a really good look. And then I also like the arches here, how they came out over on this side as well. I think they look really good. It's all symmetrical as well, so it's kind of like, 10 by 10, 10 by 10 on the outside, and then I believe this is 5 by 5 on each, coming from this end to that point. I'm really liking the vibe here. All we have to really do is just kind of add a few details and stuff like that. Some pots, some plants and whatnot. And then right here, this is pretty cool. If you flip that lever, it'll take you underneath here, where you're able to collect all of the gunpowder. And the next thing that I actually want to do here is I have a pretty cool idea. Now, I've been working on some trees. I've been gathering up some materials here as well, for that, and I want to change this whole landscape to coarse dirt and some puzzle. And then I have some pretty cool trees that I want to add in here to kind of tie up everything. I've been practicing building trees, guys. Okay, I've been practicing, and I think it's gonna pay off. Actually, let me just show you real quick. Okay, welcome to my creative world. Here we are. This is what I have envisioned for that area. These trees are really special to me, because I want to recreate a forest that's actually in Greece, in ancient Greece, and that's called the Folio Oak Forest. And it consists of these kind of like tall oak trees, but I specifically wanted to add dark oak logs because if you take a look at those pictures on Google, for my references at least, the trees are darker. They seem to have some kind of like dark moss or kind of crumbling. And it's true, practice does make you better. Practice does make you better indeed. So I'm really glad that I took a little bit of while and just kind of just chilled, and just kind of experimented. I think it's good when you do that, dude. Honestly, try it. Just go on creative and just start building stuff. Just start building stuff that you want to build. And then kind of, because it's so much easier to do it in creative. And then when you have that picture set, you can actually transfer it to your world and add it to like the bigger scale and a bigger part of the actual painting. That's it. That's all I wanted to rant about. Okay, enjoy the cinematic. that's the finished build, everybody. Ow. What do you guys think? Huh? I like it. I love the way that this place turned out. Honestly, it came together really nice, and I think I'm gonna start expanding this forest that way. But yeah, that's the finished build, everybody. On the surface, it's a ancient Greek temple, but hidden inside is a fully functional gunpowder farm. I had a lot of fun building this farm, I'm not gonna lie. And I had a lot of fun adding all the little details throughout the build. You know, like the trees, the barrels, the TNT and gunpowder kind of scattered to make it feel lived in. I also added a small bit of lore at the top of the temple with a table holding some diamond boots and gold bars. It's a subtle detail, but I like to think it tells a little story about who might have been here before. Thanks for watching. I'm going to be moving into a new apartment soon, so uploads may be a little slower for a short while, but once I'm settled in, I've got plenty of more builds planned. Again, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Remember, the temple may be finished, but the story isn't over. So I'll see you in the next chapter.